Hola, amigos. I'm Elizabeth. I'm in Mexico enjoying kind of the last sunrise that I can enjoy, and I've been offline for a while, and my last day of my honeymoon, and I just wanted to do a quick video. It's kind of funny being out of the States for the moment, and this is gonna keep changing between the light, so I'm gonna be a little dark in this video. I'm in San Jose del Cabo, and it's just funny being out of the States for a little bit. It's just seeing how some things are just so normal in another country, or at least some type of Americans that come down here are definitely going to more Cabo San Lucas, which are like the Cancun, Las Vegas party crowd. But it just seems like when you exit your little zone for a bit and then re-enter it, you start to notice things that are very, very different. And things down here just seem extremely normal. Now, I do feel really bad for the workers because they're required to wear masks, and it is extremely hot, like low 90s and very humid. So slavery still exists around the world, especially working for these American hotels. They still are, requiring these things. But one of the highlights of the trip, and I really wish I did a video on it, is I went to an organic farm named Flora Farms, and it's kind of like some documentaries you probably have seen on Netflix, where they've taken completely uninhabitable land and did a lot of the permaculture, composting, certain type of agricultural techniques to create a self-regulating system. So they planted the herbs and the flowers together so the pollinators will continue on life, and then they stuck the root vegetables and the mangoes together because they assist each other in the growing process. A lot of the Native Americans learned that beans, corns, and rice actually the crops grew really well like that. So the way that they do their farming and the farming techniques basically is that it's self-regulating. They don't have to use fertilizers or even pesticides or anything like that, because nature takes care of itself. They have iguanas, they probably have cats on the farm that can help eat the rodents, and it's a completely beautiful place that just touched me similar ways that I felt on the Camino, that you can create something extremely beautiful. This vision that this couple had created something extremely beautiful that was in a part of a land completely uninhabitable. I mean, if you exit outside of the farm, it looks like the rural sides of probably Arizona or Texas, where it's just dry, sandy land with some burnt up cactus and sagebrush and things like that. So why am I sharing this? I just wanted to share it because I thought it was interesting, but it also makes you realize that once you're in touch with the natural world, it's kind of hard to go back. It's hard to go back to see how things are in America. For example, I went to a vegan restaurant, and they had a TV there that had a big bumper sticker. It said inorganico, and all of their food was made from like their burgers were made from carrots, from beets and mushrooms and onions. There was no mock meat, Bill Gates funded, bloody, bleeding, fake 3D printed vegan burger. It was all in touch with nature, and it reminds me of what kind of Bellingham, Washington used to be. Probably when I first moved to Bellingham, my fiance lived in Bellingham for a while, so it reminded him of probably what it was in the 90s. And kind of what veganism used to be. It was people who were in touch with the earth. And then you look at what veganism has become in the States, which is completely following establishment and billion-dollar or billionaire invested meat products. Vegan dairy and meat products are owned by pharmaceutical companies. They're owned by the cattle industry or the poultry industry, like Tyson Chicken owns corn. And it's it's like that's the hijacking. That's not what this is supposed to be. So everything here just seems more normal. Like you have more the disconnection from the phones and the reconnection to nature, especially when you live in a place like this living on a shoreline or living up in the mountains, you tend to get that true depth and feeling of nature. And a lot of America has lost that because they are in front of the TV, and the vegans here know that the TV is inorganic. You got to get in touch with the organic world. It was some of the best food I've ever had, or at least in years. Probably because things are a lot fresher here. Like even the coffee is really good. So it just doesn't taste as good. The Mexican coffee doesn't even taste as good in America. So they're probably exporting probably some of the crummier beans or something like that. So yeah, I also got dinged at 4:44 a.m. yesterday. I got dinged by YouTube. They took down one of my videos that I did about 9 months ago, which was maybe back in like January. It was something like, is injecting animal DNA making us more animalistic? It was just asking questions. They took it down and dinged my channel, which I've been doing this for free for years. I still have like under 350 people following me, so my audience is so small. It's not like I'm a massive influencer. And they claimed that that video was medical misinformation. I didn't give any medical information in that video. I strictly just shared some critical thinking questions on how our society is starting to become more tribal or more barbaric, more tapped in our lower mind, which is the lizard brain, the animalistic side of us. And I do think something like the shot does contribute to that because you're injecting it into your body. But they claimed it's medical misinformation. So evil is full on in the States. And just stay connected to the natural world and have a good one. Bye-bye.